Bonjour. I know I probably say that just with the worst accent in the world, but I just got back from Paris, 2 weeks in Paris. It was extraordinary. And if you ever get a chance to go, go. I was in Paris for 5 nights at the front end, 4 nights at the back end, and then in between, I was in Normandy for 4 nights. We went with a tour called Life on Pilgrimage, and it's a Christian women's tour and led by Wendy Scholes, and it was extraordinary. Look up their website, go to lifeonpilgrimage.com, look it up. The trips are spectacular. I know she has 2 spots left for the Italy trip this fall, and she's doing Ireland next year, and I don't know if she's doing Paris again next year, but look up and just see exactly what they do. It is spectacular. But the thing that you probably want to know is, how did Shari go to Paris for 2 weeks with a carry-on? Yes, indeed I did. I did carry-on only, but I may or may not have bought a piece of luggage to put some things in that I purchased while I was there to bring back. Okay, I did. But it was worth it. And really it was for the bags that I bought. So, you know, I did buy some clothes, but really it was the bags that I needed the carry-on for, or the extra luggage. Because I get big bags, right? So, yeah. All right, so here is what I took. I took 4 bottoms, 8 tops, and 4 layering pieces. All right. I also took 3 pair of shoes, and then some odds and end jewelry, 2 necklaces, and maybe 3 pair of earrings, a pair of PJs and a robe, which were really like foldable. I'm actually going to show you a picture in a minute. But that's what I took. Now, I did buy some things, and you're going to see a few things in the photos that I purchased while I was there. But let me walk you through what some of the outfits looked like so you can see. I'm going to pull up my photos so I have it in front of me, and we'll go from there. All right, well, the first day I wore my sleeveless trench over a pair of the black wide leg pants. I actually brought 2 of the same black wide leg pants. They're Joseph Ribkoff, and I brought 2 joggers. And so one of the joggers I wore on the plane, and then one I have for on casual days or being in the hotel. But the wide leg pants are really what I wore all the time. I'm like so sick of these pants. I wanted to leave them there, but they're, you know, I paid good money for them, so I had to bring them home. But you can see that I think one of the best pieces that I had was that sleeveless trench. The weather was very decent in Paris, a little cooler in Normandy, but that sleeveless trench really was a wonderful piece. I got that at Nordstrom before I left, but you see me here in this picture. It was our very first day. I'm in the lobby of our hotel. I've got on the sleeveless trench, a striped kind of knit t-shirt top, and the black pants. And then in this photo, I'm wearing a brown sling bag, which is the bag I brought that I planned on wearing the whole time I was there. Except that very first day, you'll see in this second picture here, I actually bought a French luxury brand. It's called Lancel, and I got that black crossover bag or sling bag, and absolutely love it. I wear a lot of black bottoms, and I know I always say, you know, match your hair, but for travel, I do a lot of black, and this is mostly for travel. And so I did get that there. You see me trying on some sunglasses in that photo. But that is one of the outfits that I wore. You can see me here at lunch one day with some of my friends who were there without the trench. You could just see the striped tee, and we're sitting there having lunch somewhere. All right, another photo that I'm going to show you in another outfit is, I think this was like day 2. I have on the same black pants. Well, like I alternated again. They were, you know, same pants, but I just brought 2 pair. But I have on an olive tee and an olive little bomber jacket. And it was lightweight. And I think that was really great. It was a great piece to have both of those, but that little layering piece, because it took me to a whole lot of places. and was really, really comfortable. It was lightweight, and it, I think it just was it was a good piece. I liked it. All right. Another outfit that I am showing you is one day I actually on the street, I bought a street vendor this little knit jacket that I have on right here. I also bought this Paris tee, but you can see me here at the Galeries Lafayette, which is a 7-story mall. And I'm actually, you can see I'm holding a Fendi bag, and it's attached to the wall. It has like a little chain. That was a resale store. I ended up buying that bag. That's the only true designer bag that I got. But I do love that it has, you can see the Fendi handles, just the F. It's kind of like, if you know, you know. It's kind of one of those, I would say, that quiet luxury look. Doesn't have Fendi all over it. But I'm going to use that as a work bag. I'm going to keep my computer in it when I do work trips, and when I have to, like I go to networking meetings around here. And so with that, I put on this, I got this from a street vendor, and I have on an animal print blouse, which was one of the blouses that I wore again with the black wide leg pants. In the next photo, you'll see me sitting with a black Paris t-shirt on, and that was the day at Mont Saint Michel. I was starting to get sick on this day. I ended up 2 days. I had to stay in my hotel room. I didn't get to join the others, but you can see there I have on black joggers that day and the Paris t-shirt. And I believe the layering piece that I wore that day was the green bomber for that. I think I took it off there. I might even have it wrapped around my waist in that photo. Here is a picture of me at our chateau we stayed at in Normandy, and I have on the same black wide leg pants. And this day I have on a white blouse. It has cats all over it. You know how much I love cats. And a knit, and kind of a rust knit shorter sweater over top. And I thought that was a fun outfit to wear. And so there's that. And then here's a picture of me in my pajamas. I just thought it would be fun. I don't wear pink. I'm a warm. I don't. And this had like a lot of peach and pink in it, but it was kind of. Here's what I want to say. If you love a color, I don't love pink, but I didn't want to say no to this outfit because it really had. I loved it. I thought it was so pretty, and it was so easy to sleep in. And so it has some pink in it, and I was okay with that. So if you're going to wear a color that isn't best for you, do it with, your sleepwear or maybe a swimsuit cover up or something. I don't typically recommend that. I'm always like, buy the colors that, look your best. But for that one, I just really, really loved those pajamas, and I think they are super cute. In this next photo, speaking of pajamas, here I am waving outside of my hotel room at the chateau. And that was the day I was sick. I just got out of the shower, I had my robe on, and all my friends were sitting outside, and I was like waving at them. I'm alive, but I can't come out. I actually ended up climbing out of that window because you can see kind of like I figured out how to get out, and I went and joined them a little bit on the bench. But there I am. And then in this next photo, I have one of the other tops that I brought with me. It's a black and ivory striped silk blouse. I wore that with a chunky chain. And there I am with the trip leader, Wendy, and just having a beautiful day, it looks like, in the park. This next photo, we were at Mont Saint Michel. You can see that I am actually wearing the green jacket again with, there's Connie and Nasa and Wendy, and we're all just hanging out and looking at Mont Saint Michel behind us. We saw a beautiful Vesper service and with the monks and nuns. It was absolutely incredible. And if you see Mont Saint Michel behind us there, we actually climbed all the way to the top of that. And then we climbed halfway back down, and then had to climb all the way back up for the service and the Vesper service. And so I was done by the end of that day. But oh my goodness, what an experience that was. Here I am in this next photo in the trench coat that I bought. And I'll tell you, in Paris, I have this scarf on. I did get this also from a street vendor, this scarf. But in Paris, it seems like everyone wears black and has a designer bag. Like that's just how they dress. And I'll tell you what, I wore this for 2 days after when I bought this, and I had it, because it's a layering piece, right? And honest to goodness, everywhere I went, people stopped me with that. I'm like, see, color makes a difference. People really like to see color. And I that's me trying it on in the store. We were trying to decide, should I get that or should I not? And I actually ended up getting it. And here I am back in the hotel lobby, and I am wearing, if you look closely, you can see I have a little pair of black ballet flats on in that picture. And so I changed out my shoes for nighttime, but for the most part, when we would go anywhere that we went, I wore my white Kizik's sneakers. When I came home from this trip, they were absolutely black. I was so embarrassed on the plane I even said to the guy next to me, I was like, he had like these really cool like sneakers on, and I was like, sorry, don't lie to me. And I didn't have to say, look at my shoes, but I did. It was like, my shoes are like, sorry, I got caught in a rainstorm yesterday in Paris, which I did. And I mean, they're black. I washed them, and I don't even know if they're going to be saved. And then here in this last photo, the same black pants. I had on the ivory blazer that I brought with me, and I wore that a couple of days, but not sure what top I have on underneath that. I think it's the striped blouse, but I have a blanket, kind of this big long camel blanket scarf. It's by Blue Salt, and my team got that for me for Christmas, and it really keeps you warm, and it wraps and wraps and wraps. But here I am at the bottom of the Eiffel Tower. We had our last night there near dinner, and then had this picture one of my friends took for me, and it was, honestly, you guys, just such an amazing trip. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any photos to show you. I don't think I am, but it was a whole mix and match. You can do it. Again, all my layering pieces except for the olive, so the 4 layering pieces that I took were all in this color, ivory. I would suggest that. Of course, I did capsule wardrobing. I did the black, and then my tops were colorful for the most part, but my layering pieces were all either ivory. Well, 3 were ivory, and then the 1 was olive, that little bomber. But so they all mixed and matched. That way I didn't have to think about, which layering piece I wanted to wear. I could wear what I wanted. I knew they would match and go together. But I think if I were to do it again, I'm not sure I would do carry-on. I got so sick of my tops. I don't know. Maybe if I had added in a pair of jeans or something, I could have done that. But I wore the same thing there, and I wore the same thing home on the plane. Absolutely, because it's such a long flight, be comfortable. I wore one of my joggers, was kind of a knit jogger. I wore that with the black long sleeve V-neck, kind of a sweatshirt kind of top. And then I wore an ivory, very casual, soft, almost like an athletic, it had some style to it, but I wore that and it kept me warm on the plane, and you could easily kind of, get situated in your seat. But I wore that coming and going, didn't wear that much in between. But the white sneakers, honest to goodness, if you need some Kizik's or if you want comfortable white sneakers, I wore those all over Paris. They were spectacular. My feet never hurt. Never hurt, never hurt, never hurt. And I think you only need 1 sling bag while you're there. I just happened to, I was only going to do the 1 brown, but I switched it out when I bought the black Lancel, and super happy that I did. I love the bag. It's so beautiful. And that is my trip to Paris. And so I hope that you enjoyed just my little recap, but also help you to think about what are you going to pack on your next trip. Remember, it's just keeping the colors that go together, ones that work for you. Take minimal accessories. Like I said, I think I told you, I took 2 necklaces, a couple pair of earrings, and then just mix and match everything. you can wash out your underwear at night if you need to, but you know, if you don't take enough. But really it was, I did it in a carry-on and, you know, 2 carry-on pieces. But I did, because I bought that tote bag, I needed to put that in a bigger, in that Fendi bag, I needed to put it in a bag. I couldn't carry it on because that was a, you know, I mean, it would have taken up too much space. And I got the trench coat and a few of those pieces. So I did get, there was right down the street, I could get a bag for like $45. You can buy right on the street. And so I've got another luggage. Until next week, I would love to know, what was your favorite outfit? Have you been to Paris? What did you love about Paris? And would you want to go to Paris? So until next time, I'll see you. Bye-bye.